In the next decade, Social Security may experience drastic changes, including potential benefit reductions. This could affect millions of retirees who rely on those monthly payments. What can you do now to prepare for the possibility of that benefit cut? Gabrielle Pfeiffer recently sat down with an expert and learned quite a bit in this segment sponsored by the Pension Group.
Mike Martinez, the president of the Pension Group, is joining me in this sponsored segment with some advice on the very real possibility of changes to Social Security. Hi, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
I am great. All right, Mike, you are used to helping retirees navigate tough and uncertain times. Everyone is seeing the headlines about Social Security. Should they be concerned?
Well, I mean, certainly there's concerns. I mean, we've seen it happen in Europe with France and Italy a few years ago. They changed their retirement age from 62 to 64. I don't think it's a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. It's a matter of when. We look at it here in the U.S., and it's projected in 2033 that the Social Security Trust Fund can be depleted, but that doesn't mean that benefits stop. So we can certainly see a reduction in benefits, maybe 20–25%. But that's not till 2033. So Congress really needs to act if we're going to look at making adjustments, to Social Security, making sure that it's there for you and I when we get older.
Yes.
But certainly there are probably going to be some changes on the horizon, or there could potentially be reduction in benefits.
Yeah. So a reduction, may not be enough long term. How can retirees then fill that gap?
Well, I think the biggest thing, people need to save as much as they can inside their 401ks, 403bs, IRAs. Maybe they have a different opportunity within a 401k or 403b to maybe start contributing more to their plan, but instead of putting a pre-tax, maybe we start looking at a Roth inside of a 401k or 403b. Why? Because that provides tax-free income. So if there is a reduction in benefits, this gives people that opportunity to pull money from a Roth, which would then be tax-free to maybe offset maybe what a reduction may be seen in the near future with Social Security. So there's a lot of different ways that you can start planning today, even though we're 5, 10 years out from something like that occurring. This gives people the opportunity to start planning proactively, so that if that does occur, then they have all their bases covered.
Yeah. So very important, right, to have multiple streams of income. We hear that all the time, right?
Yeah. I mean, it could be from, again, that IRA, 401k. Maybe it's an annuity that's designed to provide guaranteed income to offset maybe some of the expenses someone sees in retirement. So there's definitely different sources of income, or you could look at muni bonds, which would also provide tax-free income similar to a Roth. But there's a lot of solutions that we can go over with individuals that are concerned about maybe the changes on the near horizon with Social Security.
What about younger retirees? Is there anything that they should be doing differently?
They're in
maybe
trouble.
Right now? Okay.
I'm kidding. I mean, obviously the younger, if you're in your 20s and 30s, I really advise a lot of my clients to put everything in Roth.
Okay.
Is one of the biggest things. But if you're in your 40s, mid 40s, turning 50, I just turned 50 this year. I tell people still, try to contribute as much as you can. Try to max out. Once you turn 50 years of age, you can now put, instead of $23,500, you can do $33,000 into your 401k. So you have the max that you can really contribute, or what they call catch-up provision. So when you start getting a little older, you have more opportunity to save inside your 401ks. You can do higher limits. But certainly, I stress to younger folks in their 20s and 30s, try to put everything as you possibly can inside of a Roth, inside the 401k, because who doesn't want tax-free income in retirement?
Exactly. So you help anyone at any age, any stage. The big part about this is confidence, right? We want, or I'm sure that you want your clients to be confident about their income, about their retirement, despite these uncertain times that we are seeing, right? How do you help them do that? How do you help them be confident?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is creating a plan, and again, just because we set up a plan, there needs to be changes throughout the next year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So when you set up a plan, don't think of it as a kind of set in and forget it. There needs to be adjustments to that plan. And certainly we sit down with a lot of people that call in, from TV, or have heard us well over a decade on radio, and people want that second opinion. So if people are in that situation and they want that second plan, they can certainly reach out to our team to get that second opinion, and making sure they're on the right track. A lot of times just a simple adjustment here or there can have a profound impact on someone's overall plan, from a tax efficiency to get tax-free income, or really how to show them how to reduce tax taxes that they may not be aware of.
Okay, and you can act right now, like you said, just by calling the pension group. You can call that number at 614-414-3568. Thank you so much, Mike, for the advice.
Great, thank you.